Previously on Eternal Shadows. The first ancient seal shattered, unleashing chaos upon the spirit realm. Rin, facing the Guardian Ravok, unleashed a power beyond his control. Victory came at a cost. The balance of worlds has begun to crumble. And now, light and shadow collide. The Spirit Hunters Academy is shrouded in an uneasy silence. As repairs continue on the flickering barriers, Kaede sits in the infirmary, her arm bandaged from the last battle. Rin stands by the window, staring out at the storm-torn sky, his crimson eye glowing faintly. "You haven't spoken since we came back," she says quietly. "Because I can still feel it," Rin replies, his voice flat. "The seal's energy. It's spreading." Kaede walks to his side, her reflection joining his in the glass. "You saved everyone, Rin. Don't carry this like it's your fault." "It is my fault," he says coldly. "Every time I fight, another piece of Kurogane wakes up inside me." Her voice softens with resolve. "Then we'll find a way to silence him. Together." Rin turns, his gaze meeting hers. For a fleeting moment, the turmoil in his eyes gives way to peace. But that peace is shattered by the piercing clang of the Academy's warning bells. Students and hunters scramble into the courtyard as Captain Ray appears, his uniform torn, blood streaking his cheek. "The barrier's collapsing," he shouts. "Thousands of Wraiths are breaching from the east sector." Kaede grabs her staff. "We'll help defend the lower wards." "No, you're both drained from the seal battle." Before Ray can finish, a deafening scream rips through the sky. A massive black portal yawns open above the city, unleashing a monstrous swarm of winged horrors, all led by a single figure cloaked in shadow. Kaede whispers, horrified, "That's Akira!" Akira hovers above the battlefield, his aura twisted and unstable. His eyes burn with a golden light, and the black wings behind him pulse with unholy fire. "You call yourselves hunters of balance?" he roars, his voice echoing across the realm. "You chained our master, now you'll pay the price for your arrogance." He raises his hand, and the Wraiths dive in a coordinated assault, crashing into the city below. Explosions rock the streets, and screams echo through the fog. Rin clenches his fists, his knuckles white. "He's killing innocent people, I'm ending this now." "Rin, wait!" Kaede cries out. "Your power isn't stable." But he's already gone, leaping into the chaos as shadows swirl around his body. Rin becomes a blur of motion, cutting through dozens of Wraiths with an aura that flickers like black fire. Kaede joins him, her purification sigils glowing with a brilliant white light. For a moment, light and shadow fight as one, two halves of a single raging storm. "We can't keep this up," Rin yells over the din. "There are too many." "Then we cut off the source," Kaede replies, her eyes fixed on the sky. "Akira!" They launch themselves upward, closing in on their target. But just as they reach him, Akira vanishes, reappearing instantly behind Kaede. "The light always burns the brightest," he mocks. "Before it dies." He slams a blade of corrupted energy into her side. Kaede screams as her protective barrier shatters like glass. "No!" Rin's furious roar explodes outward. Black lightning arcs across the battlefield, annihilating everything in its path. Even the Wraiths are vaporized in the blast. As the destructive energy subsides, Kaede falls from the sky, her body glowing faintly as her life energy fades. Rin catches her, landing hard among the ruins. "Rin!" she gasps weakly. "Stop him! Before he breaks the next seal." "Don't talk, I'll heal you." He tries to channel his energy, but it's dangerously unstable. The light he summons burns his own skin. Suddenly, Headmaster Jin's voice echoes in his mind. "Rin, listen carefully. If you release that much energy to save her, you'll tear the spirit veil completely apart. The Wraiths will flood both worlds." Rin freezes, torn. One hand glows with healing light over Kaede's wound, while the other pulses with destructive darkness. He finally understands the terrible truth. Save Kaede and doom countless lives. Stop the Wraiths and lose her forever. "Why?" he whispers, his voice breaking. "Do I always have to choose between the world and the person I love?" Kaede touches his face, a faint weak smile on her lips. "Because your heart still chooses light, even when it's surrounded by shadow." Her hand falls limp. Her aura dims. Rin looks up at the burning sky, his grief and rage culminating in a single guttural scream that echoes through both worlds. "Akira!" He charges, his aura no longer human. Shadowy markings spread across half his face. One eye burns a furious crimson, the other a pure, desolate white. Akira grins, a twisted, triumphant smile. "Finally, now you understand the pain of power." "I'll show you what pain really means," Rin snarls, his voice cold and broken. They clash mid-air, and each strike shakes the very foundations of the city. Waves of light and darkness collide, creating a storm visible across the entire spirit realm. Below them, Kaede's body lies still in the rubble, a faint, flickering light, the only sign of the life that was. As the battle reaches its climax, both Rin and Akira collapse, their energy spent. Wounded but smiling, Akira retreats into the shadows. "Every choice you make brings Kurogane closer," he taunts, his voice fading. "You can't fight fate forever." He vanishes into the mist. Rin falls beside Kaede, trembling. Her pulse is faint, almost gone. He gently takes her hand in his. "Please," he whispers, his voice choked with emotion. "Don't leave me alone in the dark." A single tear falls from his eye. It glows with a faint light as it lands on her spirit crest. Her aura flickers weakly, a fragile spark in the growing darkness. But it does not vanish. From his tower window, Headmaster Jin watches the sky, split between light and shadow. "The boy has chosen his path," he murmurs to himself. Now the question is, how long before that path consumes him? The camera pans over the devastated city. Rin kneels beside Kaede, his eyes cold and silent. Above them, the second ancient seal glows faintly in the clouds, a dark promise of what's to come. Thanks for watching this episode of Eternal Shadows. If you were moved by Rin's impossible choice, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. See you in the next episode. Win.